Welcome back, focused learners, to another explainer. So today we're cackling something literally every single one of us has dealt with. You know the feeling. You've got this terrifying, intimidating, long-term assignment, and we're going to transform it into totally manageable daily tasks. We're diving right into the architecture of incremental progress. We're going to see exactly how turning tiny, structured steps into a daily routine can lead to massive long-term success. Let's get right into it. Ever felt completely crushed by a massive deadline? You look at the calendar, your heart is racing, your palms get sweaty, you realize you have this absolute mountain of work to do, there is zero way you're going to finish it, and panic just completely takes over. Deep breath in and exhale. We have all been there. That frantic energy, it's exactly what happens when we look at a massive project as one giant boulder that we have to push up a steep hill all at once. And this brilliantly illustrates the two very different ways we can approach our work: chaos versus calm. So chaos, that's trying to do it all at once. It breeds severe anxiety and honestly almost guarantees you won't produce your best work. Calm, on the other hand, is incremental progress. It's the strategic approach. It's that deep relief of knowing, hey, you don't have to conquer the whole mountain today, just the few clear steps right in front of you. Here is our roadmap for today. And fun fact, we're actually practicing incremental progress right now by breaking this explainer down into 4 bite-sized missions. We've got 1, the overwhelming monster; 2, the magic of backward planning; 3, tools for incremental progress; and 4, your daily mini-mission. Okay, let's dive into this. Part 1, the overwhelming monster. You know, big projects like a massive book report, a huge presentation for work, maybe a major home renovation, they feel absolutely terrifying when you try to tackle them all at once. That feeling of dread, that is the overwhelming monster. It's the psychological block that basically makes us procrastinate because the sheer scale of the task just totally paralyzes us. In fact, our brains often process these massive, unstructured tasks as actual physical threats. It triggers a literal freeze response. And if we fight this monster head-on with absolutely zero strategy, well, it's gonna win every time. We need a way to disarm it on our hero's journey here. Which brings us to part 2, the magic of backward planning, our secret weapon. So, what exactly is backward planning? It's scheduling specific milestones, but you start from the project's deadline and work backward toward the present. Think of it as your foundational architectural blueprint for success. Instead of starting at day 1 and just kind of guessing how much you should do, you anchor yourself firmly at the finish line. This simplifies complex goals so brilliantly because it takes all the guesswork out of the equation. You're letting the deadline dictate exactly what needs to be done today. Let's look at how this plays out in practice with a classic example from the source material, a book report. Imagine you're at day 10, which is your deadline, and by that point, you need to have a 150-page book completely finished. Okay, if you work backward from that deadline, you can map out your milestones super clearly. By day 5, your halfway point, you need to have 75 pages read. And working all the way back to day 1, the starting line, your task for today is just to read 15 pages. See what happened? Backward planning just took a massive, scary milestone and turned it into simple, predictable daily checkpoints. Now, what's really interesting about this slide is that number, 15. Just think about that for a second. If I tell you to read 150 pages right now, you're probably going to groan, feel instantly stressed out, and immediately open a new tab on your browser to procrastinate, right? But 15 pages? You could do that right before bed. You could knock that out on your commute. It is incredibly small and totally manageable. Poof! The overwhelming monster is gone, and it's replaced by a simple, tiny, nightly assignment. Moving on to part 3, tools for incremental progress, getting our gear ready for execution. To keep yourself on track, the source material recommends 2 really powerful, yet incredibly simple visual tools. First, visual project maps. I want you to think of these like a literal treasure hunt map that visually leads you step by step to your finished goal. And second, movable sticky notes, which are absolutely perfect for tracking specific individual steps. These are the physical, practical weapons in your arsenal against the monster of procrastination. But why sticky notes specifically? Well, it's because of what we like to call sticky note magic. They offer unmatched flexibility for when timelines inevitably shift. Because, let's be real, life happens. Sometimes a task takes way longer than you originally thought, or an unexpected emergency pops up out of nowhere. If you've written your entire schedule in permanent ink in a planner, crossing it out feels kind of like a failure. But with a sticky note, you literally just pick it up and seamlessly move it to the next day. You remain flexible, you keep your forward momentum, and most importantly, you don't get discouraged. Which brings us to part 4, your daily mini mission. It is action time. I actually want to challenge you to do this activity. It's called the mini mission list, like right now. Here is exactly how you do it. Step 1, pick a big goal. It doesn't even have to be a work project. It could be something like finally cleaning a remarkably messy room. Got one in mind? Awesome. Step 2, write out just 3 tiny steps toward that goal. Not clean the whole room, but maybe put away 3 shirts, take out the trash, and clear off the desk. Step 3, do those 3 things today. That's the whole shebang. I want you to apply this to whatever assignment or project is looming over you right now. Break it down and take action today. So the crucial point is this. Consistent, incremental progress is the most effective way to achieve significant long-term success. It's not about burning the midnight oil in a frantic, stressed-out panic. No way. It's about showing up every single day, doing the small, actionable steps, and letting the architecture of your plan build your success gradually over time. Which leaves us with one final empowering thought. You've got the blueprint. You've got the tools. You know exactly how to shrink massive tasks into bite-sized missions. So what monster will you conquer first today? Grab your sticky notes, draw your map, and start your hero's journey. Thanks for joining me on this explainer, and we will catch you next time.